Welcome back to Wolf Dog Empire. Today we're going to do the overview of the 3s and 4 stars from the Mighty Pets. We're going to start with Ribbit Yellow Monk Mighty Pet Family bonus for unique heroes 1, 2, or 3. Minions for this hero inherit 2%, 3%, or 4% extra attack. Minions for this hero inherit plus 2%, plus 3%, plus 4% extra health. The Fiends for this hero absorb minus 2%, minus 3%, or minus 4% less max health. And Fiends for this hero inherit minus 2%, minus 3%, minus 4% less attack. This one of the passives, when a minion is summoned for any ally, this character gains 5% health and 5% mana. This effect can be active only once per turn. And when a fiend is summoned for any enemy, this character deals 85% damage to all enemies. This effect can activate only once per turn. So this Mighty Pet family, pair them up with minion dealers and fiend dealers. The attack is 486, defense is 500, health is 782, not bad. Mana speed average, and deals 250% damage to the target and nearby enemies. So he hits up to 3. Kind of hard for a 3-star. Reduces the mana of the target and nearby enemies by 15%. Okay. The target and nearby enemies receive 260 poison damage over 4 turns. Not bad. I'm not going to try to chase him. If I don't get him, I'm okay. Rufus. We went over the Mighty Pet family. We went over these passives. 502 attack, 467 defense, a little lower defense, but not bad. 808 health, it's pretty good for a 3-star. Mana speed slow, deals 210% damage to all enemies. All enemies receive 216 bleed damage over 4 turns, and all enemies get minus 34% defense for 4 turns. Not bad, and I like the fact that it's a 3-star red minus defense. 3-star red minus defense. I know Cornell has an X2 mana charge with minus defense, but he doesn't attack. So Cornell wouldn't give you like a minus 200% damage to all enemies and defensive down. His X2 charge is strictly defensive down. It's a really good defensive down, but some people would prefer to hit damage and defensive down, not just wait for a X2 mana charge to then give defensive down later in the match. It takes a while to get that defensive down from Cornell unless you get a whole lot of reds on the board. In that case, Rufus could have gone off with a lot of reds. Rufus could have gone off a lot more and more reds. He could already go off a second time and take advantage on a second time. Take advantage of the minus 34% defense as long as he hits the second time within that 4 turns. So I would say Rufus, he is mana speed slow. So in the 3-star raid tournament in the rush, you could pair him up with Jahangir and who is our other good buddy there? Sudri. I think he'll go really well with Sudri and Jahangir. I find myself using those in the rush 3-star raid tournaments, if they say no blue, then I'll go, because it's a rush tournament, I'll go with Jahangir, I'll go with Sudri, and then I might use Balkan and like Nashkar. But I think I can replace Nashkar with Rufus, set off Rufus first so that Rufus can give defensive down and then hit with Jahangir and Sudri, and then you can of course set off Balkan. He'll hit lightly, but then he'll get that plus mana gen for 4 turns, so you can set him off again and again. So you can set off your other heroes again and again. Wakas is pretty good too with the slow, and so I think he's going to pair up really, really well with the slow reds specifically in the 3-star raid tournament rush attack, and especially when there's no blues allowed. Because when they're all allowed, you can do blues with elemental defensive down Nordry, and you can do defensive down with either Cost of Gunner or Ulmer. But I think if it's a no blue, then I think Rufus is going to work excellent with Sudri and Jahangir and Wakas. So that's my take on that. So Rufus, not bad. I think he's definitely going to level him up and use him in those raid tournaments. Okay, 4-star yellow Waddles fighter class. Can revive, huh? Mighty Pet Family, we went over that. We went over the passive with the minions plus health and mana. We went over the when you summon to fiend against the enemies, Waddles is going to give that 85% damage to all enemies. 626 attack. Really, I was going to say really good for a 3-star, but it's because he's a 4-star. All right, so that's good. Defense 699 is good. 1317 health is really good. Mana speed fast. He deals 365% damage to the target, so that's to 1. And then the target automatically casts Shifting Mindless Attack on a random ally when mana is full at the start of a turn during 3 turns. And when this effect is triggered, it shifts to the hit ally and the duration is refreshed. Wow. This seems... I have to see this in action. I did pick up 1 copy of Waddles earlier today when I stayed up till midnight, and I summoned around 20 minutes into the summoning, and I was able to pick up 1 copy of Waddles Shifting Mindless Attack, and he's yellow like Kullervo, and Kullervo does that mindless attack to 2. So this is like a little 4-star Kullervo, but he does a shifting mindless attack. So he hits it only 1, not 2, but then he will shift the mindless attack. Okay, so 1 at a time instead of 2 at a time. But looks really interesting. I will level up Waddles. I do want to see what he can do. I am extremely interested in using Waddles. I also did pick up a copy of the other 4-star from the Mighty Pets, Purple Cupcake. He's a rogue class. There's the Mighty Pet Family. There's the 2 passives. 690 attack, 620 defense, 1317 health is really good. Mana speed average. Steals minions from the target. So it looks like he was going to steal all the minions, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Then he deals 400% damage to the target. So he's like a little 4-star purple gift, John, right? Stealing the minions and then hitting with sniper power. And the target cannot receive new minions for 4 turns. Interesting, because when if you're fighting, like let's say one of those undead horde. No, this one's only one. There's only one target. It doesn't wipe out all the minions from all, because the undead horde gives minions to all of your enemies and you, all your allies too. But like other heroes like Captain of Diamonds will do to multiple at in one time. Cosum Gormick would do it to all. Gobbler. So, but it's interesting though, because if somebody has some really strong minions, Cupcake is going to steal them. So like Holda has some really strong minions. So whenever like Frost in the enemy team makes their minions stronger, like Freya, Frost, I wouldn't try to use a 4-star purposely, but if that's all you got, Cupcake can actually steal the minions and give them to herself. It's kind of cute. He's got the Gift John whip too, and then he's got the sword because Cupcake attacks 400%. So I did pick up Cupcake. I'm not gonna level Cupcake up right away. I'm gonna call this a female because of the name Cupcake, but I'm not gonna level her up. I do have a whole lot of purples to work on right now, so I'm not gonna level her up right away. But I'll be interested in seeing what she can do. All right, looks like that was it on the 3s and 4 stars. That's my overview. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. It's free. It only takes a couple seconds, and it really does help me out a lot. I do appreciate it. And give us a like and share this with your alliance members so they can see the overview of the Mighty Pet Summit, Mighty Pet Heroes. So till next time, Wolf Dog Empire.